I signed up for Orange Theory about a year ago. It was like $150 a month. And I can go on the app and see, I can pick out a workout that works. They're all hour workouts. I can pick one that works with my schedule that day or the coach I like or the class I like. And there's several to pick from. And I just thought to myself, there ought to be something like this for coaches,
Mhm.
a low membership fee where they can practice, developing more mastery within their craft of coaching on a more frequent basis rather than, you know, like doing a program here and there for a weekend or something. I wanted there to be something that you could practice daily or once a week. You go at your own schedule. You can pick your schedule. So we're modeling it after that. Like that's the bigger vision for the gym. Um, right now it's Katie and I are the two that are offering the workouts. We have 4 workouts a week, Monday through Friday, once a day. As membership builds, we'll add more workouts and more coaches. So the bigger vision is there'll be many different coaches offering different workouts. The deliberate practice, which is what we're going to play with today, deliberate practice with feedback, is kind of it's meat and potatoes. It's really because we believe that's where you're going to get better, not talking about it, but actually practicing it and getting feedback. So we offer 2 of those different sessions a week. One is a coach coaching another coach, which is there's things to see about that. And then on Thursdays, we always have a non-coach to be coached. So there's a different thing to see there. Um, Mondays are explorations. So we explored this week, we explored how to help somebody get clear about what they want. It's a really great exploration.
Mhm.
And then Wednesday mornings, we have games. This week, we played with games on how to talk about what you do in just kind of different playful ways. We have a couple, we're not ready to announce them yet, but we have a couple of more coaches that are going to be offering some things. And in the next week or two, maybe we'll make those announcements later. As the membership grows, we'll also be offering master coach sessions where we'll have master coaches come in and do demonstrations and Q&A and stuff like that. So we're just waiting for a little bit more membership to build. So.
That's great. Thank you. And then I think that you had addressed this at an earlier point, but this is not a 3P coaching only. This is broader coaching. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, that was something I wanted to do too, because I've been in a lot of different coaching communities. I really love, when I did the apprenticeship with Michael Neal, he introduced me to the whole 3P community and I love it. We did do kind of like an early launch and mostly invited people with a 3P background because we wanted that to have a lot of influence in the culture.
Mhm.
And so, but I also believe that, bringing non-3P coaches in and 3P, like that was my vision. Like I know I have a lot to learn from coaches from other traditions
Mhm.
and 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 vice versa. So it's really getting to collect ourselves as a coaching community. The umbrella that the culture is sort of self-selecting within is that we do not want to define what coaching is or isn't, how it's supposed to be done, and how it's not. There's
Mhm.
a lot of some coaches coming out of their early coaching training will, like, well, you can't give advice in coaching, you can't talk about yourself, or, there's all these ideas. This is a place to throw all of those out the window and just really get curious about impact, experience, and results in the overarching endless inquiry of what does it mean to serve another person powerfully. So that's the kind of, common ground that would help coaches from any background self-select if this is a culture they want to play with or not.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, some things that I might just throw in there quickly and add. Um, so we've created a membership platform. So we have the coachinggym.us and we sort of have a hub there. So we keep our recordings of our explorations and our games because we also know that not everyone's going to perfectly align with the schedule. We actually have members in Africa, we have members in Europe, and all over Canada and the US. So timing, sometimes we're also really working to build in more sessions that are like great for our members at times that work for them. The deliberate practices are really good to do in person, as are all of the sessions. But if you can't make one, we try and keep those recordings in the gym and just build up a bit of a resource file there for members. What we have done in the past too is we've done intensives. So we did an effortless enrollment intensive in January, which was outside of the gym, but we want to bring those things in for a low cost for our members. So whatever the cost would be to the public, it would be deeply discounted for the members. And those are sort of like, sometimes they're 2-3 day intensives where we really take a topic that's relevant for coaches and leaders and we break it down and we workshop it. So the gym is all about workshopping, less about sort of top down, like here's some best practices, and more about letting you, because we're coming from the understanding that you already have this coaching wisdom within you, and it just needs maybe a larger space to play in, more room to experiment, more room and more feedback to be able to develop it towards mastery. So we really want to create that space. The one thing that the coaching gym isn't is it isn't a coach training formally. You will probably get better at coaching, but it's not because you're getting trained up. It's because you've got a space to play within and you're getting qualified feedback within that space.
Great.
Yeah.